Okay, so you hear me say it all the time. People move from out of state to Columbia, South Carolina for the cost of living, but they end up staying here for the lifestyle. Well, I say that all the time, but in this video, we're actually going to break it down, tell you different parts of the cost of living here in Columbia and the surrounding suburbs. And then with that money you saved, we're going to show you some of the things that you can do with it, lifestyle, and that money that you have left over, because you've got to have something to do with that too. And if you stick around to the end, I'm actually going to give you a little something personal, tell you why from last week, and just give you a little something personal about me as well. I'm Chad Dorman, and I'm actually the local real estate agent here in Columbia, South Carolina. I'm one of the few that brings the material to you right here on YouTube. I hear from people all over the country, just like you, every single day. They text me, they call me, they email me, and I get more questions. And this is how I do this content, my views and my leads that I get in helping you guys go up and down all the time. But you can help me do it. First of all, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell so you can be the first to find out about the local market here in Columbia, South Carolina. But also, set up on a Zoom call so that we can talk it and personalize this to you. I'm going to talk more about this a little later in the video, to where we can put you on different searches around here in what you're doing. Now, also leave comments, share for someone you know that's looking for this type of material here in Columbia. Let's go ahead and get right down to it. Now, the heart of this video, and what I say all the time, again, housing costs. It's the heart of the equation. Now, the median home price here in Columbia is between $250,000 and $300,000. But fact of the matter is, nationally, it's between like $420,000 and $450,000, and even higher. Now, what does this tell you? This tells you that you can have a condo in New York, Dallas, Los Angeles, Atlanta, Charlotte. What you can have doing a condo, HOAs, the entire bit, you can just about be close to the lake. You can have a 4-bedroom type apartment, 3-bath. You can have a huge fenced-in backyard for almost the same price. Again, I say people come here for the cost of living, but they stay for the lifestyle, and it's that slowed down lifestyle that I'm going to talk to you about in just a few minutes. But the comparison is just unreal. Go to my new build videos that I'm doing. You can get the exact same house, a 3,000 square foot house, at least a quarter of an acre, right here in the suburbs of Columbia. You can get exactly that for $400,000, not $500,000. You get here for that cost of living. Now, if you're thinking about moving, let's talk about your budget. Schedule that Zoom call with me, and I'll show you what different parts of Columbia that you can do. You got to remember, when everybody says between $250,000 and $300,000 here in Columbia, again, like I always say, those are within the town limits of Columbia. They may be higher depending on where you are. Certain parts of Irmo, certain parts of Chapin. If you're on the lake, you're talking average house price is $1 million there. Average. Now, that's still incredible for the cost of living, when anywhere else, if you're on the lake, you're talking $1 million is the low price. And most people move for that cost of living here. I just want you to know other areas, depending where you are. We do have luxury areas. I've got a video coming up on that. Where do the vast, wealthy, and rich live in Columbia when people move here for the cost of living? Can you still have a wealthy lifestyle? I'm going to do a deep dive into the MLS, show you exactly what neighborhoods, where they live. Also, this will be on a future video very soon, something a lot of people have asked me about. And you can find that house that you can't find anywhere else here in Columbia between $300,000 and $500,000, and you're getting an insane amount of house. One of the things that can catch up with you. Number 2, let's talk about utilities and your everyday expenses. Now, they are lower here in the state of South Carolina, especially in Columbia. When are they not lower? I went over these type of houses. I just did a video recently. These type of houses you do not want to buy in here in Columbia. This is part of having that local knowledge and letting me guide you through that, because there are a lot of older houses that have single pane wood windows and that are not green. It may be only 1,500 to 2,000 square feet, and your electric bill is $300 to $400 a month, especially when the ACs are kicking. Remember, yes, our utility bills are lower, but if you're keeping up with your grass and watering it every day, it may be higher than other places. You're doing that, and then you run a cool house. You're keeping it on like 67, 68, which I would do in my own house if I had to. I'm a very hot-natured person, if I had the money to do it. But I regulate mine, where mine's not even a green house. It has single pane windows. It's an older house built in the 80s. Yet, because I control my thermostat when I'm not home, my electric bill is just as good as a lot of the greenhouses in my area. Groceries, lower than national average. That's all you need to know. It's probably not the best in the world, and I'm not getting into figures with that, but I'm telling you, it does not break my budget. Although today I did go and just grab a couple things with 2 bags, and I had a $40 bill walking out. That's anywhere right now. But believe it or not, egg prices have came down, milk prices have came down recently, and they're as good here, if not better, than anywhere else. Now, gas prices, I will tell you, I haven't seen them anywhere lower than what we have them here. There's places you can get them. There's different gas stations. You're part of their club. You get a certain amount. At Kroger, I get it here and there because I get points, and I'll go to the Kroger gas station and I might get 20, 30 cents off of something. But most commonly, I'm a member of Costco and I'm a member of Sam's around here. There's just nowhere. In California right now, it's probably over $4. Everywhere I go, it's not necessarily that much more like it would be in California, but I make trips a good bit here and there. Everywhere it's higher than here. I don't know of many places, even when I go to the upstate of South Carolina or even down to Charleston, I'm paying more for gas than here in Columbia. Now, if you're enjoying this the way I break it down, from cost of living in houses, from cost of living in utilities, all this, I do this in every one of my videos, and it's just me telling stories, sprinkling some facts in here and there, whether it's medium cost. If you're enjoying the way I do it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I put out cost of living updates, market news, lifestyle tours every single week. Number 3, taxes, property and state income. Our state income's about average. It might be higher, lower than the national average. I mean, it's good, but it's also middle of the line in the 20s with the 50 states. Where you really get some of these big benefits is you can save thousands just by being owner occupied. Now, I can do a whole video, and I may later on just investors, because I do have a number of investors. But if you're doing something besides living in the house that you buy, you pay a 6% tax rate versus a 4%. Now, that doesn't mean a whole lot to most people. And my house is not big. I do not need to live in a big house. I got my office here that is where anybody else's dining room would be. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's only about 1,500 square feet. Talking about taxes on my house, it might be $800 or $900 for the year. If it's an investment that triples, it could go to as much as $3,000 a year. You want to make sure how you're doing it. Now, there are ways you need to talk to your accountant. There are ways to do that, but you also have, the reason we have a lot of retirees coming here is because of the Homestead Act. If you're over 65, you can qualify to where first $50,000 of the appraised value you're not taxed on. The rates are always going up in taxes, but Homestead and of course military, VA, there are many people I know. I mean, I can count on both hands people I know that are full disability. They pay no property taxes. They pay no car taxes. Now, also remember, a lot of people are surprised when they come here. Some states do not have property taxes, whether it's with cars, whether it's with boats, whether it's whatever it might be. But they do not have car taxes, boat tax, motorcycle tax. It can be on just about anything, but you do have property taxes here. Now, if you're getting a brand new car, it's a whole new thing. I don't usually do brand new most of the time, but shoot, a brand new car, this is one of those areas where you might need a local expert. And I mean your accountant too, somebody that's familiar with South Carolina taxes that can tell you even more. And I can break that down even further for you I have contacts, all over the place, from accountants to people you can talk to people that love to hear from me all the time. And I'm sending people to them all the time, from contractors to window people to screen people to driveway people to tax accountants. I mean, just all kinds of things that I send them to. And number 4, we're going to talk about healthcare, insurance, and miscellaneous costs. There's big healthcare providers here. Healthcare is big in Columbia, along with state government. Of course, we are USC and a college town as well. I've done a lot about USC, even done some videos down in USC. Carolina was number 10 in the nation, and we are out of the polls now because we had 2 horrible first game wins. The third game, we got blown out by Vanderbilt, who we had not lost to in 16 years. I know that information because I'm a huge college sports fan. I was actually a cheerleader at the University of South Carolina. Loved running down, not as a player, of course, but as a guy flipping all the way down the tunnel. Williams-Brice has got one of the best entrances. Call me about that. I'll tell you more about it. People go just to tailgate outside of Williams-Brice and never go in the game. You've got a lot of big health providers, Prisma Health, MUSC. We've got a new 300, you've heard me say a few times, 300 square foot building that's going to be over $300 million by the Medical University of South Carolina for training purposes, for other health care. I was on a respirator at Lexington Medical Center in 21 and not expected to make it out. And they were doing some insane stuff that they weren't doing around the nation. I'm not saying I came out of it because of them. I give all that glory to the Lord. But at the same time, they took care of me, and it was an incredible staff. I can tell you give you the local good stuff about all the hospitals, which one's the best. If you got to go to an ER, which one to go to that doesn't have the 2-hour wait, and you can probably get in right away. What I want to do is I want to go into lifestyle now. So if you can save that much money coming here. Now, what I want to tell you about lifestyle is people talk about the metro big city, that all the action, it's fast paced, it's everything. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that's a bunch of hogwash. Depending on what, if you want to retire and come here for that slowed down lifestyle, that's great. We do have a lot of outdoor stuff to do. We have a lot of activities. Again, college town. If you're a USC fan, Clemson fan in the upstate, those are 2, and even College of Charleston, Citadel. There's places all over the state. They love that college feel. There's none better than the college lifestyle here in the heart of USC. And they're doing a lot of stuff to even make traffic better downtown and stuff too, which, again, that's a whole nother issue. But I go 70, 80 hours a week. I'm making these videos. Then I'm also dealing with clients. I make sure they're updated. I have great communication. I answer my phone. I answer my text messages. I answer my emails. I'm not in a slow down lifestyle. It depends more on your job. I don't care if you're in a big city, if you're here in Columbia, if you're out in Beaufort, if you're on the beach, if you're in Aner, that is near Myrtle Beach, that is a small little town. I don't care where you are. Depending on what job you're in, like Hollywood, Michael J. Fox. Yes, there are areas like that where it is very slowed down. But depending on what your job is, it's not that slowed down. Like I said, I go all the time. And one of the reasons I'm staying here in Columbia is there's so much to do with the lake, going out to the Purple Martins to check them out, everywhere you want to go. When I want to slow down, when I want to take a day, when I want to take a weekend, when I want to take a week, I can slow down, and there's plenty to do. I could go just stay at the zoo, walking around and enjoying the beauty of the botanical gardens, peel back and just sit back and enjoy everything. Go out to the lake. I could sit and float for hours on the boat. There are so many things. Tubing down the river. You can go on not tube rides, but boat rides from here all the way to Charleston through the locks and the Wateree and the different lakes that you go down. It's a cool, fun trip. Again, I go to Charleston all the time for different things. I go to Greenville all the time for different things. I go visit Clemson all the time, even though it is my arch nemesis, if you know anything about the Carolina-Clemson rivalries here. But when I want to slow down, I can. Same in the big city. Now, if you like doing big city things and being in that big city, New York is awesome, but to me, it's a place to visit. It's not a place to live. I want to be going 90 miles an hour, but when I want to slow down, I want the outdoors here. I want where I can go to Congaree National Forest and watch the fireflies and get away from everything, turn my phone off, and have somebody else answer it for a week. Now, that money you have left over, especially if you're retiring, if you're not working 60, 80 hours a week like what I do, that's where that lifestyle stuff comes in. And we have great restaurants. We have great activities. We don't have 5-star restaurants. I don't want 5-star restaurants. They're going to bring more people in there. They're always going to be crowded. I can still get a great Outback steak or a Longhorn steak anytime I want to. I love the buffets, the barbecues, the breweries that we have around here. Just sit down and enjoy things and walk around from downtown to downtown Main Street on Lexington to Irmo in the different parks when the okra strut comes through. All these things are incredible. It's not just about saving money, it's about what you do with that money that you save. Other people are saying, now, again, this all comes down to people. So yes, you live in neighborhoods. There's family-friendly neighborhoods, incredible suburbs. They've got some great neighborhoods. I love neighborhoods. I don't have to be on a 10-acre piece of property where my neighbors I can't even yell to. Walk over and talk to them. People in neighborhoods, even here in the South, stay in the house. You never see them except when they go and come. Go meet your neighbors. There are neighborhoods around here that do block parties. They do an appetizer at one party. They do a main course at another one. They do a dessert at another one. They have coffee and hors d'oeuvres at another house. And they are truly communities, very similar to the neighborhood that I live in. Yes, it is slowed down in the bigger metros, etc. And there is a strong community vibe in what you're doing. We do have milder winters. You can have more lake days, year-round fun. And Christmas, the atmosphere is just insane with the lights and all. Big picture, let's have a recap. We got housing, we got taxes, utilities are a little lower. You've got your outdoor lifestyle, community, family, affordability. That's why Columbia continues to grow. We're in the top 5 fastest growing states by percentage of population every single year over the last 10 years. And over the last number of years, out of the last, I think, 2 out of 5 years, we've been number 1. People are coming here again. Cost of living and lifestyle. Don't forget that lifestyle. Here's the bottom line. Columbia is affordable, but it's also a place where you can build a life. You move here for the cost of living, like I always say, but you stay here for the lifestyle. And if you're here when retirement comes, it's a great slowed down lifestyle with a lot to do. If you're thinking about relocating here, don't do it alone. Schedule a Zoom call with me. I like talking one-on-one to people. Want to know exactly who I'm talking to and establish that relationship. Now, when it comes to MLS searches and things like that, we can do that. I can share my screen through a Zoom call. Some people come to me, they look on Zillow, look on Home, look on Realtor. Homes is my favorite. That's the one I'm part of more than anything. I do a lot of my advertising on and stuff. But still, there's searches. You can't pick things. I was just talking to one of my clients just emailed me tonight. They emailed me that they want to live on a dock on a regular place. You can't put that in a Zillow search in a single family home that is on 1 story. You can't put that in a Zillow search, in a Realtor search, but you can put it. There's so many choices with me changing to put you on a MLS. Ours is a private Columbia MLS multiple listing service to where it will send you emails and you can work out of your own little center doing favorites. You can reject homes and keep an idea, and it keeps giving you more according to what search that you're on. Text me with your questions, comment, share somebody who this information is useful. Better yet, give them my phone number. Phone number's everywhere. Give it to them. I'll gladly talk to them too. And please do not forget to subscribe. I'm trying to get as many subscribers as I can, trying to get my views up so I can help more people just like you. I'm honest, I'm available, and I'm here to help you find the right home in the right place and everything that you want to accomplish here. A lot of it depends on that home, believe it or not. If you get in the wrong spot, yeah, I'll be glad to help you again, but let's get it right the first time. See you in the next video.